Hey, howdy, hello. You know what time it is? I do believe it's time to take a deep breath and let it go. I think it's just about 11:11 too, you know. I'm feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. I hope you are feeling well wherever you are, whatever day you're into, whatever part of the day you're into. Just here to check in with my own body, and as usual, invite you to check in with your body if you feel so inclined. I encourage you to at least just take a breath and deep sigh and let it go. Just at least set down some stress for a little bit. You can choose to pick it back up if you want, but just hit the pause button for a minute or two and shake it off. Let some stuff roll off of you, maybe, or beef up your duck suit so that stuff will roll off of your back more easily through the day. Those are my random thoughts. Let's get into a little stretching. I'm realizing that I'm still dealing with a half camera issue, so I'm going to turn back this way. Take a breath or so to root myself into the earth, bringing my attention into the bottoms of my feet, tipping the tailbone under a little bit, bending the knees a little bit. Just relaxing those shoulders. Let's do just a little arms swinging back and forth, moving of those shoulders, and then making that a little more rigorous. Still trying to stay rooted in both of those feet, so not losing that rooted sensation. Bending the knees a little, and then just twisting through the spine, letting these arms just swing and hang. Bring that back to a more calm center, and then I'm going to do some deep breathing. As I breathe in, I'm going to be expanding the lungs, imagining they're a big ball, so pulling down on the diaphragm. And then as I breathe out, I'm going to be kind of pushing that air a little bit, not extremely, but just bringing my awareness into this diaphragm, giant muscle, strong muscle here that pulls air into the lungs and pushes air out of the lungs. So breathing in. Squeezing that out. I like to kind of pause at both ends of that, so I'm adding a little bit of that box breathing element. Right now I'll be down here, and then now breathing in, expanding and holding for a little bit, and then holding that compression. Breathing in, holding. And one more. Shaking that out again. Just relaxing the arms. I like to let the arms swing left elbow over right, right elbow over left. Alternating a little bit. Just shaking them out a little at the bottom. Let's do a little arm stretching across the body. Bring that left arm across the body, dropping the shoulder, tilting the head away from that shoulder a little bit. Letting that arm swing, and right arm across the body. A little flare up in this elbow bursa that ruptured about, what's it been, about 6 weeks ago. It's healed up quite nicely, but it is still talking to me now and then. I can tell it's healed because the rest of my body's talking to me again too. Letting that go, just shaking that out. I am going to go ahead and take a nice roll down. Just checking in with the spine, nice and slow. All the way down past the waist to the hips. And just hanging here from the hips. Relaxing in the belly, relaxing in the back. Just taking a breath or so to let the spine unwind in this forward fold. And then rolling back up. Just checking in one vertebrae at a time. Just noticing where there's suppleness, where there's stickiness. Coming into a bit of a back bend, bringing that into a counter stretch. Still nice and slow. Got a lot of tension in there. Let's do another forward fold, this time from the hips. So about here is my waist. If you put your hands on your hips, below that where your legs go into the hip socket is where I'm talking about, with a relatively flat back. Bending forward. I know the camera angle isn't ideal, but the point is just to hang here from the hips. Getting a nice release through the back, through the belly, through the legs. Just letting that go, and then I'm going to bend the knees, swing the arms back. Again, coming into a bit of a counter stretch. Hey, dome. Just releasing into that for a breath or so, pushing the hips forward, lifting the chest, lifting the eyes. I have to step over a little bit so I don't scrape my nose on the hut. Just shake that out again, and let's roll down again. Seeing if there's any difference after that little warm up. Ooh, got some hitches in the giddy up, showing up. Just noticing, checking in. That's the whole idea of a body check, to listen, to do a check. Like with any relationship, it takes regular checking in, just dialoguing, listening, letting the body know what I would like it to be able to do, and it's letting me know what it was wishing I was paying more attention to. I'm going to roll back up. Nice and slow. Shake that out. A friend of mine recently said, reminded me that she believes the body is here to serve us. And I agree to some extent, but I was pondering that recently. And I think it's like any relationship. It's about learning to how we can best serve each other, and that takes giving and taking. That takes listening and expressing and practicing that. So those are more of my thoughts. Yep, let's do some little, medium, and big circles, starting with some little circles in the wrists. Just checking in with those little bones in the wrists, and the little bones in the hands. Ooh, got some stickiness there as well. Little hitches. Just do some stretching there. And then coming the other way. Just checking in, little circles. And then let's do medium circles with the shoulders. You can add some breath. And the other way, breathing in on the way up. Shaking that out. Let's do some big circles. I'm going to continue that direction at first, breathing in on the way up. Scraping dome back there. One more big circle. Trying to slow it down a little bit. I remind you, there's no right or wrong way to check in with your body, really. It's about developing a practice. It doesn't require any special outfit or any special moves or any special hand-built, one-of-a-kind Head Hutt dome like I happen to have built for myself. To check in with your body. You can do it in one breath. You can do it in a day. You can do it in a lifetime. I encourage you to try out all of those. I thank you for stopping by. I thank you for giving yourself a little love, taking a little time to check in with your own body and yourself. You keep doing you, I'll keep doing me, and I'll see you when I see you. Ciao for now.